The following is a presentation of Spring Hill Sports Live. It's time for Spring Hill High School Athletics. On your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by It's time for the Broncos, right here on your home for Spring Hill High School Athletics, Spring Hill Sports Live. Are you looking for a trusted heating and
Welcome to your Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show. Alex Smith and Curtis Kaiser here with you tonight. Curtis will be here with you throughout the tournament action this week as we are underway. We're well underway, actually, an entire day already of the high school hoops action as part of the Spring Hill Boys Invitational Basketball Tournament, currently celebrating 50 years, January 17th, 19th, and 20th, a brief day off before the Thursday and Friday conclusion of your exciting Kansas boys basketball action. Tonight, your Spring Hill Broncos, they take on the Jaguars from Mill Valley High School, a 6A opponent, an opponent that has clashed with several of the same teams as the Broncos already. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about action around the state of Kansas. Lots of high school basketball action around the state going on right now. We'll talk about the emergence of Chase Bond as a scorer here recently, and we'll talk about your keys to the game. That's all part of the Strode Orthodontics broadcast here today on Spring Hill Sports Live. Our presenting sponsor specializes in creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and the staff at Strode Orthodontics is experienced, highly trained, and fully licensed with decades of combined experience in the orthodontic field with locations in Spring Hill, Olathe, and Overland Park. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Teased it for you already. So much to come here on your Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show right here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated right here in Spring Hill for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net. Or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453. The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon Smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their number one goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Supreme Mechanical Solutions is a heating, AC, and refrigeration company with over 25 years of experience. They install and maintain equipment for residential and commercial customers throughout Kansas City with 100% satisfaction guaranteed. And they're available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Financing is available for system replacements. For supreme quality, think Supreme Mechanical Solutions. Learn more at smsofkc.com or call 913-433-4567.
Well, the pregame show is brought to you by Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning, locally owned and operated for more than 20 years. Comfort Designs is Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Learn more at comfortdesigns.net or call 913-592-4453. 5 minutes away from your opening tip-off. And last weekend, last Friday, we kind of broadcasted we wanted to give you guys a nice showcase of the Spring Hill Band rendition of the national anthem. However, I was reminded about midway through the point that we were broadcasting that for you. The recordings of these games that are uploaded on YouTube, they can get copyright strikes sometimes if there are certain musical sequences detected in the broadcast. So that is why we cut out of that national anthem presentation, and we'll continue to step away for that through the remainder of the season. We'd love to bring you that, but unfortunately there are some extenuating factors. Anyway, it's the Mill Valley Jaguars in town. Again, they are a 6A opponent, and they played really close game with Eudora. If you remember Eudora, that was all the way back the very first game of the season for the Spring Hill Broncos. Eudora still ranked very highly in the 4A classification. Believe they're ranked second, if I'm not mistaken. They did lose that game. Mill Valley lost that game by single digits. They also have lost to the Timberwolves of Blue Valley Southwest, who recently put the hurt on the Broncos as well. However, that Blue Valley game, that's still your only defeat here for your Broncos. Despite coming in here with that 4-6 record, they are 3-1 since the new year. They are victors twice in a row over Lewisburg in last week's contest, as well as the victory over Tonganoxie, 20-plus points. Those are 2 big wins. That's a win against your rivals, and then a big conference win as well. So great mood on the Spring Hill side of things, and a big part of that is because of the emergence of Chase Bond, kind of as not really more of a complimentary piece, but kind of as a main scoring piece in these last couple of games, has really picked it up, scoring the basketball. That is my key to the game, and really my key to the tournament for Spring Hill. The defensive effort has locked in, it's clicked in, it's been there, and especially when you get odd start times, I'm not really worried about one of these teams coming out red hot and maybe dominating offensively, the defense for Spring Hill, that's going to be just fine, but can they keep up offensively with the 6A opponent with Mill Valley? And of course, that is going to require some pieces besides Luke Metcalf, who's been heating up since the year changed to 2023. It's going to require some other pieces, and Chase Bond has been that guy. We'll see if that can continue against a very tough opponent here tonight. Still, we're going to look at some area matchups. A little bit more to come here on your Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning pregame show.
First Auction Bank community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Ladies, do you know what you want to drink?
Ooh, yeah, I'll have the unlimited coffee.
Me too. You got some coffee?
You know, back in my day, unlimited meant there were no limits. But you need a limit. Tired of paying for unlimited offers that leave you feeling limited? Experience Limitless with Go Brawley.
Your locally owned hometown Allstate agent is Libby Clark, now at her new location in downtown Spring Hill. Libby and her staff are passionate about the people they serve, helping them protect what matters most. With 24-hour customer service and options for online and in-person appointments, the Libby Clark Agency is the small-town agent you've grown to love, with the experience and products you'd expect from an industry-recognized premier agency. Visit them at their new location in downtown Spring Hill, just one block off Main on Hale, or call 913-686-6205.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stowe with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle haul-in and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and texts. We ended up with our dream home, all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health, advanced healthcare, advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or
Tuesday night hoops at 8:15 scheduled start time. Looks like we're going to get that done a little bit early here, 8:05, 8:06 your local time here in Spring Hill, Kansas. Really late tip, late time to get underway here with some high school basketball action for the 50th anniversary of the Spring Hill Invitational. Your starting lineups are brought to you by Perfect Detail Salon and Suites, a full-service salon. The Broncos look to start this game in style. Style is what you'll find at Perfect Detail Salon and Suites. Stylists, lash, nail, and spray tan techs, therapists, and estheticians will get you back in the game looking and feeling your best. Book your next appointment at salonperfectdetails.com. Well, your Spring Hill Broncos starters, it's Chase Bond, Luke Metcalf, D'Albini, Brown, and Jackson. Same as it was the last time out. I believe last two times out, though I was not in attendance in that Lewisburg matchup myself to know for certain. Brooks Jank, Nen Matlick, Jamison Fisher, Carter Keefs, and Mason Kemp are the starting five for Mill Valley. Again, you look at Mill Valley and their schedule, their results this season as they do a little bit of wipe into the floor here. Shawnee Mission North, that's their last win. They won by 5. They're coming off a loss to Lawrence High School. Lost 39-46 in that game. So scoring under 40 points and the defeat, they definitely want to reset that here against the 5A Spring Hill Broncos. Nice backdoor cut, but it's read perfectly and stolen away by Jackson. Metcalf touches it at the top, guarded by Matlick, and swings it over to Bond, who takes an early screen. Bond inside, and Bond is fouled underneath. The blocking is going to be called. First personal on Kemp. Going to do my best again, tracking points manually here, as it is Brown on the catch for Bond. Loves that dribble drive. This time, though, gives it off to Metcalf. Once again, guarded up high by Matlick. Bond inside, triple team, back out. The three on the way by Brown is offline. Bond, though, on the glass, sticks it back up, and it's too strong. It's kept in by Mill Valley. Jaguars coming the other way. No score under a minute, and that three is off the backboard and then the rim. Rebounded by the Broncos. Bond will run point on this possession, as her sister does for the girls team often. Metcalf off the dribble three is off the mark, and D'Albini is fighting inside but can't come up with a board. Fisher all the way inside, scoops it up and in. First points of the game for the senior guard. So the Jaguars on the board first. Bond all the way inside. Wrong-handed layup, but gets fouled. Well, Bond that time did draw the help and then kind of baited the help into coming out farther than they would have wanted to. Went from defending the painted area to sticking out and really contesting that fadeaway. So second one in for Bond as well. 2-2 your score. And I want to thank the Spring Hill Bronco basketball community. Really kind of had an outpouring today while I was at my day job sending traffic reports on the radio. We got tons of good info as that one's going to be put back in on the second attempt. Big Gus Hawkins, 6'8", and now in the game for Mill Valley, boards and scores, and heads to the free throw line for his trouble. Not many teams have a 6'8" player to bring in off the bench. And, man, even if they're given a couple inches, which, I mean, doesn't appear they are, he's a big guy down there. It's pretty rare to bring that type of size off the bench. Bond takes the handoff from Metcalf, looks for the driving lane, doesn't have one. Now on the far side to Brown, post entry was intercepted. Matt looked the other way, all the way in, leaves the layup short, and it was, I believe, out of bounds, touched out of bounds by the Broncos. Nice little student section on hand for this late night high school hoops action. Post entry for the big fella Hawkins, but he can't finish. Now Matlick will try. His layup is off the front of the rim. And a foul underneath, contesting the rebound. It's going to be called against Case. Already the third team foul on Mill Valley. D'Albini for Metcalf, who backs out. And it's just going to be so hard for Metcalf to get around the defender this afternoon, or this evening, I should say. Bond wanted to pass out of the drive and had it stripped. So it'll be Broncos underneath. 5:14 to go, still a tight game here in Spring Hill. Metcalf from the corner tried to rise up in the lane, but had it knocked away. Couple of Mill Valley players there. They're looking for Gus Hawkins again in the paint. Couldn't get it to him. Keaton Neal into the contest for the very first time, as it is Brown who makes way. Hawkins takes the inbound over for Cafis. Now Ned Matlick starts the move and gets blocked at the rim by Metcalf. I was just commenting how the very lanky Ned Matlick at 6'3" matched up on Metcalf. That's going to be a tough matchup for Metcalf. Well, turns out that tough matchup goes right back the other way as well. Metcalf with a nice stuff. Bond out to Metcalf. No hesitation on the three, but it's short. And rebounded strong by Cafis. Cafis trying to go coast to coast all the way himself. Too strong on the lane. Second attempt, though, gets it to go. Cafis listed at 6'6". Hawkins at 6'8". Good size on this Mill Valley roster. I buy Hawkins at 6'8". Not sure I see Cafis at 6'6". And that layup contested but good as Fisher went up with a left hand. I often lament the lack of the Spring Hill roster heights, but even the teams that do put their roster height, you know, they tend to vary it so widely, exaggerate it so widely that you never know what you're reading. Here's a layup attempt by Bond inside, and that kind of breaks a miniature scoring drought for the Broncos. Bond now up to all 4 points. Here comes Neal. Fast break opportunity to Bond, who pulled out of it. Jackson off the drive, tried to get it over to D'Albini, but Hawkins was able to get a hand in and tip it out of bounds. Kirshner in, so is Baker, Bond, Jackson, and Neal out there with him. That's your Bronco 5. As we are just past the midpoint of the first quarter, that inbound is thrown right to the Jags. Here comes Matlick, working, it's like on Jackson. Looking down for the big fella. Now Drummond is cut off by Keaton Neal. Again, Ned Matlick. trying to feature him with Metcalf on the bench. Gets double teamed here. Trying to find a driving lane near the baseline and was fouled on the layup attempt. Foul comes in on Jackson. So as you so often see, the moment that Luke Metcalf believe he came out of the game. Yeah, he's on the bench right now. Then Matlock immediately tries to go to work offensively. Caught the ball 3 or 4 times on that possession before even attempting the drive. And that is something that you so often will see. Second free throw also off the mark, so I believe that is the second occasion on which Mill Valley have left some points at the free throw line. Still just a 4-point deficit for your Broncos here in the first quarter. Baker over for Brown, swung into the corner. Bond going to try a long-range shot. May have been tipped, but it was off the mark nonetheless. That looked the other way. 3 on the way. It's off the front iron. Neal on the run out. Has to be careful here, but gets fouled. Well, Neal just had such a head of steam on that play that trying to corral the basketball looked like the ball might outrun him, but was able to keep it in bounds and get fouled. Good outcome for the Broncos. Neal now for Baker. Post-up opportunity, Kirchner, face-up move, and the jumper is too strong. Up the floor goes Kafis into the paint and back out for his teammate. Wiltsey on the side gets it into the short corner for Ryan Cummings. Mill Valley taking their time on this possession, winding down the first quarter. Dribble drive left-handed, started by Matlock, and a foul comes in. And you can see the guards for Spring Hill kind of frustrated on that play, talking back and forth who was the help, who was there. In response, Coach Bouchard is going to get the big man back in the game. D'Albini, I like that. You're giving Metcalf a little bit of a breather in terms of that one-on-one matchup. So how do you stop a slasher from scoring? You don't need to necessarily contain the drive if you can stick a tall tree underneath the rim and protect the basket. Neal's going to get a ball screen from Bond on the play. Now for Baker. A little congested in that corner. Neal getting it out of there. Baker started the drive, pulled it out. Spring Hill a little discombobulated here as they look to Bond to kind of isolate on that dribble drive. Bond into the post, up and under move, and opened up a passing lane, but Spring Hill couldn't convert. Wiltsey in the corner, gets it up top for Matlock. Now a right angle 3 for Big Carter Kafis goes down. That opens things up a little bit for Mill Valley here toward the end of the first, as the Broncos have gone cold offensively. A lot of length, a lot of size on the defensive side of the ball for the Jaguars. And before the second quarter, Spring Hill are going to call a brief timeout and talk things over. We'll take one as well right here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Option Bank Community Banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Tuesday Night Hoops on Spring Hill Sports Live. Now, depending on the outcome of this game. That impacts when the next team will take place. We'll have more on that later. Nice stick back by D'Albini on the after timeout opportunity. And I always shout out the head coaches after a team comes out of a timeout, especially in the middle of a scoring drought like that, and converts an easy basket. Great play. Drummond running point for Mill Valley. Hands off for Reese Riedel. And a dribble drive results in a foul. Reese Riedel, just a freshman, is listed at 6'3". Taking a look at the tournament here on the back of my very nice program, I must say. If you haven't gotten here, as that one is going to be a long heave. We'll talk more about the schedule, the possible meanings of outcomes here tonight when we return for the second quarter here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alyssa O'Connor, and I would like to welcome you to Sozo Chiropractic.
So many people only seek out a chiropractor when they are in pain, but ongoing wellness care helps you deal with stress and be healthier. At Sozo Chiropractic, the focus is on holistic wellness for any age. I am Webster certified for prenatal care, pediatric trained, as well as a family chiropractor. We also offer acupuncture and sauna services.
Sozo is a Greek word that means to heal, to make well, and to restore health. And that is our goal for each one of our patients who walks through the door.
Supreme Mechanical Solutions is a heating, AC, and refrigeration company with over 25 years of experience. They install and maintain equipment for residential and commercial customers throughout Kansas City with 100% satisfaction guaranteed. And they're available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Financing is available for system replacements. For supreme quality, think Supreme Mechanical Solutions. Learn more at smsofkc.com or call 913-433-4567.
Welcome back to Spring Hill Sports Live. Curtis Kaiser with me here. I am Alex Smith bringing you the action, and Eisenhower does await the winner of this contest. The winner will play on Thursday, January the 19th. That is in 2 days. Nice up and under move. Bond is off the mark, though, with the layup, as Scrapping still underneath and is fouled on the play. So fresh into the second quarter, and Spring Hill kind of trying to get some offensive momentum here. Malik trying to complicate those matters if he can. J.C. Harmon again falling to Eisenhower. The consolation side of the bracket will play on Thursday at 4:45. With the winner at 8:15, another late start. And some type of technical. I was looking down at my bracket sheet, and looks like they called the technical on the play. Looking over to my buddy Curtis, and we don't know what's going on here.
I was looking at my screen.
Looking at the things we are supposed to look at, and still waiting for human evolution to catch up with those divergent eyeballs. Broadcasters need those. One eye on the screen, one eye on the game. Haven't quite gotten there yet. Here is Neal taking the inbound. Nice chance for Spring Hill to just put a dent in this lead, though, with that technical coming in. Metcalf converting both of the free throws. And Metcalf now moving inside, the foul coming in on the floor. And unfortunate for Metcalf, who's pleading his case, but Metcalf said, is it 1-1 at least? And fortunately, one more foul to go for that.
Nope.
Oh, it is 1-1. Look at that. So they go from 6 to 7. And Metcalf, that lobbying does work out for him. He heads to the free throw line, and what a great chance to score 4 points in 30 seconds to open up the second quarter, I should say. Metcalf is money. (14-6) is your score at the end of the first, and just like that, Spring Hill is scrapping and clawing their way back into touching distance here. Just 4 points. And some of that kind of due to Mill Valley gifting it to them. Fisher had it right side, got it to Kafis. Now back to Fisher. Starts the drive left-handed, cut off by Metcalf, or that's Baker rather. Here's Matlock starting the move, dishes out. Open jumper off the back iron. And rebounded by Metcalf to Neal. Metcalf now dribbles over to Baker. And now Metcalf fading into the corner looking for Bond in the post. Spot up triple for Baker is off, and it's going to be a foul, quick foul, touch foul on Chase Bond, picking up the first. So Jackson back in the game out there with Baker, Metcalf, Bond, and Brown. Three from the corner on the way, and big fella back in there. Gus Hawkins on the glass, can't convert. Foul comes in, and the Jags are going to keep this one. Baker picks it up. Lobbed inbound for Hawkins, gets it into the corner. Baseline, wide open driving lane, but Bond got there in time. Well, Chase Bond loves that dribble drive so much offensively and is often victimized on that very same play, but it feels really nice when you are the defender and you send your team the other way. Got a foul on Brooks Janke, his first to boot. Metcalf guarded up top by Matlock. Gets it over to Jackson now. Has it back on the left side. Baker starting the spin move in the paint. Puts it up left-handed off the back iron. Got his own board but lost it. And it was gathered in by the Jags who push ahead. Here's Fisher. Fisher back out. The three ball was Wiltsey. He missed it. Now coming to Bond, who got stripped. Jamison Fisher, one-on-one, takes him to the cup and scores. Just one player playing full court defense, strapping. Win some and lose some. This time Bond going all the way. And Chase Bond, well, he lost the ball once, and the second time Fisher was over-eager to get another steal. Able to punish him. Post entry for Hawkins, and it doesn't get much easier than that for the big man. Here's Baker looking for Jackson underneath. And now Bond again, the much larger defender on him. Back out for Metcalf. I like that matchup if I'm the Broncos, though. I like Bond to pull the defender out of the paint and get a driving lane here. Hawkins just sagging off for the time being. Metcalf dribbles into a jumper and sticks it in. Luke Metcalf, 6 points now in the quarter. That's his first field goal of the game, however. And still a 4-point contest. That's where we've been since that flurry of Spring Hill free throws to begin the quarter. Broncos sticking tough with 6A opposition here. Coming off back-to-back wins over Lewisburg and Tongi. Hawkins stops short for the jumper and leaves it short. It's rebounded, though, by Matlock. Starts the baseline move, got fouled, and they're not going to count it. That call is consistently disappointing, whether it's for the Broncos, whether it's against the Broncos, players making and one opportunities, and it's always a foul on the floor in high school. And we do have 1 and 1 free throws, as that is the 7th team foul on the Broncos. And Matlock, good-looking player, is a senior. 6'3", but he actually looks 6'3". Confident defender, tasked with shutting down Metcalf here in this contest. A task that seems Metcalf has also pulled the reverse assignment. Those two on the left wing of the court right now as Neal brings it up the right side. Metcalf setting a couple of back screens. Nice play, made some space for Neal, as was just talking about that Metcalf-Matlock matchup, and that kind of caused me to look at what Metcalf was doing off the ball. They kind of ran him as a decoy on that play, set a couple of screens, and get those Mill Valley big men underneath kind of thinking about something. That created an opportunity for Neal to knife inside. Neal goes 2 for 2. The free throw stripe has been huge for the Broncos in this one. Fisher gets it up top, defended by Neal. Looks like Broncos may be in zone defense here. Matlock now. Up high for Fisher. The Valley taking their time with this one. 3 ball on the way from Drummond is off the mark. Long rebound, or high rebound, I should say, collected by Fisher, who sticks it in. Well, Mill Valley, they don't seem to have too many big offensive ideas in terms of how to attack this Spring Hill defense, but they do have size in the paint and maximizing it on that second chance opportunity. Here's an attempt, entry for Metcalf, who puts it in. Metcalf getting it done outside, getting it done inside in this one. Now has 8 points in quarter number 2. Matlock outside, swung around another 3 for Drummond. This one goes down. They've been looking for Drummond on those wing 3-pointers and finally converts one and gives Mill Valley a little bit of space. Jackson for Metcalf, trying to stay hot. Pulls the 3 ball and it's off the front iron. Fisher coming the other way. All the way to the cup, gets it to go. And that does prompt a Spring Hill timeout. Too easy. Jaguars opening up a 9-point lead right here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Hers Incorporated in Spring Hill is your area's premier small engine repair shop. Before you replace that faulty trimmer or mower, let our experts get you back to work. And if you are in the market for a new handheld, we carry Maruyama and Red Max trimmers. Plus, Hers is still the best place for hydraulic hoses, cylinder repair, and mechanical control cables. If that's not enough, we're also a UPS drop-off location. To learn more, visit us at hersinc.net, call 913-247-3530, or just stop on by.
The industry's most advanced equipment and training, state-of-the-art diagnostic tools, and the small-town friendly service you expect. That's J&T Auto Service in Spring Hill. Eliminate the veil of uncertainty with J&T Auto's digital diagnostic process. This unique service ensures transparency, clear communication, and documentation, allowing for a quick and complete repair. To learn more or to schedule an appointment, call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
We got 2:04 on the clock, 2:04 to play until halftime. Of course, we've got the Mikey G special, your Michael Grand halftime show. presented by Farm Bureau Financial Services. We'll talk about the various Frontier League teams as Kirchner comes out firing with the triple. Talk about the after timeout execution. Both times that Spring Hill have called them, they've come out punching as a bank shot from straight on by Ryan Cummings takes the 2 points right back for Mill Valley. Kirchner again up high with Metcalf now. Metcalf has a brief chance to work with Matlick on the bench. Kirchner tries another three from the corner. It just rims out. Kirchner gets hot. Look out. The type of player who can come into a basketball game, take 4 shots in 2 minutes, as a physical defense there by Bond inside, and picked up a lot of nice info about both members of the Bond family that star here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Of course, relevant tonight is a Chase Bond, and I loved a lot of the bits that I learned, but one of the more interesting ones is that Chase Bond, you saw on that play, got up with the big man, and he may have thought initially that he got a block. He was a little worked up, but then he didn't say anything. He didn't do anything. He didn't turn to the ref, and that is because Chase Bond himself is becoming a ref, or has become a ref. He has officiated games. He has officiated freshman team games here in the Kansas High School League, in fact, not just recreationally. That adds a whole another level of knowledge of the game. Here's an entry pass for Hawkins. This one is blocked by Bond. So Spring Hill handling the big man down low. They still trail by 10, though, with 40 to play here in quarter number 2. Inbound for who else? Hawkins. He's strong on the shot. That's been tough for him. He has just 1 field goal there in the first half. Spring Hill can hold for 1 if they choose, or they can go quickly. Metcalf on the drive, trying to find separation. Over to Neal. Under 20 seconds to go. Bond takes the screen, doesn't have space. Neal now with 11 seconds to shoot. Now 6 seconds for Neal. Has it stripped away. The senior, Fisher, all the way in and gets it to go. Well, that's a real gut punch for your Broncos. They now trail by 12 as Neal gets stripped by Jamison Fisher, who takes it all the way. You're watching the Spring Hill Invitational right here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and cheering on the Broncos. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to protect you and your family. Insurance is complicated and not one size fits all. Michael and his team take pride in the relationship they build with their client members. Let them work with you to customize a plan that protects your livelihood and your future. To learn more, call Michael Grant at Farm Bureau Financial Services 913-592-2336 or visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill.
Are you looking for a trusted heating and air conditioning contractor? Look no further than Comfort Designs, Spring Hill's heating and air conditioning company. Comfort Designs Heating and Air has 100% NATE certified technicians who are friendly, knowledgeable, and ready to help. They'll care for your home and complete the job with speed and precision. Locally owned and operated right here in Spring Hill for more than 20 years, Comfort Designs Heating and Air Conditioning. See all they have to offer at comfortdesigns.net. Or schedule your appointment at 913-592-4453.
Rain Dance Studios is the area's newest dance studio with professionally trained staff, a brand new facility, and classes for every dance and tumbling level. Rain Dance Studios is everything you never knew you needed in a dance family. With an emphasis on customer experience, exquisite dance technique, and dancer confidence, Rain is the dance studio for every aspiring dancer. Come join Spring Hill's premier dance experience and get the royal treatment. Schedule a free 2-week trial by visiting raindancestudios.com.
At Olathe Health, we perform cutting-edge surgical procedures because changing lives with innovative care drives us, one patient at a time. Olathe Health. Advanced healthcare, advancing lives.
If you're off your game because of pain or injury, turn to Olathe Health because orthopedics is our game. Joint repair and replacement, chronic conditions and injuries, hand surgery, sports medicine. Make an appointment today.
Prime Accounting Solutions in Spring Hill is here to help you and your business grow. From accounting services to tax planning, Prime Accounting is here to help you meet your goals and achieve your dreams. The accountants at Prime Accounting Solutions stay up to date on the latest news and information, ensuring the best options, services, and returns for you. Give Prime Accounting Solutions a call at 913-592-2050. Visit them at 408 North Webster in Spring Hill or go online to primeaccounting.net.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alyssa O'Connor, and I would like to welcome you to Sozo Chiropractic.
So many people only seek out a chiropractor when they are in pain, but ongoing wellness care helps you deal with stress and be healthier. At Sozo Chiropractic, the focus is on holistic wellness for any age. I am Webster certified for prenatal care, pediatric trained, as well as a family chiropractor. We also offer acupuncture and sauna services.
Sozo is a Greek word that means to heal, to make well, and to restore health. And that is our goal for each one of our patients who walks through the door.
Well, the halftime show, it is brought to you by Michael Gran at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Michael's goal is to help you plan for the unexpected and to protect your future. Getting to know you and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. Getting to know them and the things that are most important to you will help them customize the right plan for your needs. To learn more, visit them at 117 South Main in Spring Hill or call 913-592-2336. You see the score right there, 21-33. And as we were just talking, Curtis, it was a game of runs. Mill Valley, the 6A team, not necessarily one of the teams in 6A that's going to come and bomb you with firepower, shoot a bunch of threes like I know the T-Wolves from Southwest. That's technically a 5A, but that was a team with tons of offensive talent. This Mill Valley team, not necessarily a similar proposition in terms of what they bring to the table. What they do have, it's undeniable. Size, and that has been such a problem after that kind of initial chase bond flurry of getting to the basket. It looked like things kind of changed up for the Jaguars and they got things figured out. That made it a lot harder for Spring Hill to score.
Yeah, they got up on us big early there, and then we fought back, got within 4, and then they pulled away there again. Then you have that flurry of activity right at the end of the first half there where they scored a bucket on us, and that you hate to see that going in the half.
Right, yeah, that last bucket with Keaton Neal dribbling out some clock out stripped by the senior point guard Jamison Fisher. Fisher has been impressive. Believe he is the leading scorer for Mill Valley, although Carter Cafis, the big shooter, number 25, is just a sophomore too. A nice player for the Jaguars. Your point scores for Spring Hill got him Chase Bond with 6, scored the first 4 points of the contest. Luke Metcalf scored all 8 points of his in the second quarter. D'Albini got a field goal in the first. Keaton Neal has made 2 free throws, and Kirchner has sank a single 3-point field goal. That is the only made 3 for Spring Hill in the second half. That's one of my keys for the second half. You got to get going from behind the line, down by 12 here at the half. As I said, though, Mill Valley, not a team that is going to score explosively, a team that can go quiet on the offensive side of the basketball. So when you make that run, you got to stay tight defensively as well. Now that one-on-one matchup between Metlock and Luke Metcalf, that continues to be interesting. We'll be watching that senior-on-senior battle too in the second half. It is the 50th edition of the Spring Hill Invitational Basketball Tournament. You're watching the Michael Grant Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show right here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Up your lawn care game at Hers Inc. in Spring Hill. We have one of the area's largest and most diverse selections of lawnmowers, including top brands like Altos, Bobcat, Gravely, Dixie Chopper, and Red Max. Quality built machines for any size job. And when you get your mower at Hers, we offer full service and repairs covered by your warranty. From the backyard to the back 40, the all-star lineup of mowers at Hers will make you the captain of the lawn. See the full lineup at hersinc.net. Call 913-247-3530 or just stop on by.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
You've been in there over 30 minutes. You don't pay the water bill, get out.
Wouldn't it be great if you could control your internet usage like other utilities?
I can.
No, I mean if you could control how much usage there was so you could save yourself money, like with water.
Yeah, I know. I already can with Go Brawly.
Oh, well, now you can. With the all-new app from Go Brawly, you'll have complete control from anywhere. Visit GoBrawly.com to learn more.
Spring Hill's hometown shop is J&T Auto Service. As a full-service repair shop, J&T Auto Service works on all makes and models. Diesels, Europeans, they do it all. From combines to Corvettes. Visit J&T Auto Service for oil changes, tires, brakes, alignments, electrical diagnostics, and so much more. Small town, friendly service with high-tech tools and training. Schedule your service at J&T Auto Service. Call 913-592-6424. You can also visit jtautoinc.com.
Supreme Mechanical Solutions is a heating, AC, and refrigeration company with over 25 years of experience. They install and maintain equipment for residential and commercial customers throughout Kansas City with 100% satisfaction guaranteed. And they're available 24/7 for emergency repairs. Financing is available for system replacements. For supreme quality, think Supreme Mechanical Solutions. Learn more at smsofkc.com or call 913-433-4567.
What is typically a daunting, frustrating, and intimidating experience was enjoyable and exciting because of Amy. She listened to what we envisioned for our future home and was able to show us houses that reflected this. She was with us every step of the way, taking the time to answer our phone calls and texts. We ended up with our dream home all thanks to Amy.
Feel at home while you find your next home with Amy Kelly of Reese Nichols Real Estate. Amy goes above and beyond for her clients and even makes a contribution to Ronald McDonald House with every closing. Contact Amy Kelly to buy or sell your home.
Massage is more than relaxation. Apex Massage Therapy can go beyond with targeted work for headaches and sinuses, myofascial releases, trigger point therapy, neuromuscular therapy, reflexology, cupping, and hot stones. Kylie's hands go right to the problem areas and work out all the issues. She is certified in prenatal massages, oncology, lymphatic drainage, pre- and post-surgery massages, and she can also work on minors and athletes. For openings and specials, like and follow Apex MT on Facebook.
A great collision on the field? Awesome.
Well, your local matchups, they're brought to you by Elliott Insurance Group. At Elliott Group, they believe building strong relationships with their clients and their community is the best way to serve them both, with offices throughout the area and online at ElliottInsuranceGroup.com. Third quarter coming your way here on Spring Hill Sports Live, and I called them your local matchups because they all took place right here in Spring Hill. We're going to get you up to date on this 8-team tournament, the 50th Spring Hill Invitational. J.C. Harmon was defeated by Eisenhower. Eisenhower will face the winner of this game. Loser will play Thursday against Harmon at 4:45. The winner's at 8:15. As the first three is on the way off, rebounded by Jackson, and Spring Hill nearly threw away that outlet pass. Glendale over Wichita North at the bottom of the bracket, and Glendale will face Olathe South, who just played what has so far been the only close game of the first round of this tournament versus Sumner. Sumner defeated over to the consolation side. That's the bottom half, so whoever is over there will only face a Spring Hill potentially much later in the tournament. Good route right now, though, so Eisenhower lost by about 45 points to Eisenhower. So whoever ends up in this consolation round, they'll have a winnable game. Obviously, you want to end up on the winning side of the bracket, but Mill Valley right now leading by 12 out of the break. They're poised to come out on the winning side for the 7th time this season if things continue in this manner. A lot of that in the first half. The point guard, Jamison Fisher, getting inside and scoring. Something the Broncos have yet to do here in the second half. That one kept in, no. It's going to be a backcourt violation. Not the start to the second half Broncos were looking for. Still plenty of time. But need to get a handle on Jamison Fisher. Senior guard, shifty with a knack at getting inside. Post-up opportunity is turned over. And now Bond nearly returned the favor. Did get it to Metcalf. Nice hustle play there by Chase Bond. Pull-up jumper is short by Brown. And an alley-oop attempt there is not completed on the follow, though. Mason Kemp is able to get it to go. Metcalf now. Swinging over for Bond. And that one is stolen away by Matlock. He's going to rise up and slam it down with two hands. Kind of putting an exclamation point on that Jaguars run. And thought we might see a timeout called right here, but already used 2 in the first half. And a timeout sometimes. Metcalf breaks that run. Sometimes the timeout only gives teams a chance to kind of start yelling, even louder on their way over to the bench. It's not always what you want. Bond gets a steal. Nice sequence here for the Broncos, but they throw it away. Here comes the dangerous Fisher. Off the mark that time. Metcalf up ahead. Now Bond has it. Into the corner. 3 on the way for Brown. Evan Brown for 3. And, well, I thought they might call timeout. Suddenly Spring Hill scoring a pile of points, but need to get a stop at the other end. Mason Kemp puts it in for an easy deuce. 15 points now, the lead for the Jaguars. But the Broncos will not go quietly. Here's Jackson, takes the high screen from Metcalf, but the illegal screen by Metcalf. Metcalf, as far as I know, he's not a ref, so he's got no problem asking questions, talking to the refs, what's going on, what did I do wrong on the play? I didn't see anything illegal. Sometimes that defender crashes into you just the wrong way, and that can impact the official's judgment. Here's Matlock guarded, as always, by Metcalf. Starts the baseline drive now, ran into some trouble. And Matlock lost the ball, got it back in the corner. Now Lacey stole it away. Lacey, though, was just falling on that out-of-bounds line. So Matlock and the Jaguars will keep possession. Inbound comes to Kemp. And jumper on the way from Kafis. It's another triple. Carter Kafis, just a sophomore, a big sophomore at that. Again, listed at 6'6". I'm not sure I buy every inch there, but that's still really good size. Here's Metcalf rising up for 2. Metcalf feeling it here in the second half, now up to 12 points on the game. Spin move inside, off the Mark Kirchner rebound. An outlet to Bond down the right-hand side of the floor. Lacey for Baker, baseline drive, had the pass intercepted. Matlock on the drive and the feed. Two-handed throw down Mason Kemp. We've seen a couple players now for Mill Valley rising above the rim. And the Jaguars really showing what they can do here in the third quarter. That Attempted entry to the wing was deflected, tipped out of bounds, staying with the Broncos. 18-point game now as Mill Valley look to put this one away early. Lacey, though, and the Broncos may have more to say. On the drive, Lacey gets all the way inside, got the whistle too. And Cale Drummond, the junior, he can't believe it. So Lacey shoots. Again, your Broncos have been defeated just one time here in the new year. Looking not to slip too far behind too early. Still get this to a 12, maybe 10-point game here heading into the fourth quarter if you're the Broncos. And that's going to be a foul on Lacey, who caught a forearm for his trouble. A bit of an odd atmosphere to this one. It has a great full student section here. But the odd start time combined with no doubleheader, the gym is just a little emptier than it sometimes is. A nice post entry, and that should count. It does. Basket for the big man Mason Kemp, and suddenly Spring Hill really have their hands full with these Mill Valley bigs. Haven't seen a whole lot of D.L. Beanie. Saw a lot of him, of course, in the starting lineup, but has not been used to kind of maybe counter or possibly match those Mill Valley Jag bigs. Pass down low for Bond. He's going to take it out and face up. Go all the way in himself and put it in. Nice move by Bond there. And this will be an offensive foul. This is how you do it if you're Spring Hill. Get a couple turnovers, a couple sequences going your way, and score while you're hot. Go back to Bond on that dribble drive, just like you did earlier in the quarter when Metcalf scored a bucket, went right back to him. Lacey now takes the high screen from Bond, couple defenders on him. Gonna let Bond cook, and Chase Bond pivoting inside gets it to go, now up to 10 points on the game. Metcalf has 12, leads the way for your Broncos. Those two really doing the heavy lifting in this one. Another post entry, this one blocked inside by Metcalf. Bond the other way, dribbles with the left hand, switching now to the right. Metcalf now on the drive, has it near the free throw line, pass underneath. Now back out, Kirchner triple, it's in and out. Kirchner had one earlier, also had one rattle out earlier as well. Such a wild card player to bring into any game. You know he's going to put shots up anytime he comes in, and that three is pure as can be for Kafis. Kafis looks like quite a player for the Jags. Can shoot and you've got size. Those are the only two skills you need to be an effective player, and if you add anything else to that combination, well, then it just gets dangerous. And with Kafis, you've got a player in the region of 6'6" who can shoot the ball, just a sophomore, so you've got time to add the other bits too. Here is Kafis, entry pass inside to the even larger Gus Hawkins. And, well, the recipe for Mill Valley here in the second half has been pretty simple, pretty effective. Blunt force trauma. Get that ball down low, bludgeon the Spring Hill Broncos inside and put it in. End of the third quarter coming. Metcalf dribbling out some clock. And now starting his drive to the right, runs into a crowd, almost got it to go, and rebounded by the Jags. A huge third quarter for the Jaguars. They now lead by 20 here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
Your locally owned hometown Allstate agent is Libby Clark, now at her new location in downtown Spring Hill. Libby and her staff are passionate about the people they serve, helping them protect what matters most. With 24-hour customer service and options for online and in-person appointments, the Libby Clark Agency is the small-town agent you've grown to love, with the experience and products you'd expect from an industry-recognized premier agency. Visit them at their new location in downtown Spring Hill, just 1 block off Main on Hale, or call 913-686-6205.
Well, the big third quarter there for the Jaguars. At halftime, it was 33-21, that 12-point lead ballooning up to 20. And Metcalf has it up high. Lacey getting some extended run here in the second half of action. Baker dribbles to his left, gets it back to Metcalf. Now starting the drive, fading from the baseline. Well, they don't come much prettier than that. Metcalf ripping through 1-2 dribbles into that baseline shot, but they don't come much easier than that for Gus Hawkins, establishing low position and the catch and easy flip up for 2. Bond over to Metcalf, steps into the triple off the back iron and rebounded by Mill Valley. Brooks Janke, the freshman, sets them into motion. Mill Valley didn't need much from Fisher or the likes of Matlock late in this game. That's an and one for Hawkins. And Hawkins, I mean, you can see it anytime he catches the ball. He can get to where he wants. It's just a question of if that soft touch is going to be there. And D'Albini does re-enter the contest. Have seen very little of D'Albini here in the second, as Spring Hill are giving up a lot of points down low. Kirchner foul number 3 on the play. Lacey still running point for Spring Hill. Bond now crossing over on Matlock. Got it into the corner. Baker 3-0. Here comes Fisher the other way. Head full of steam. Kicks it out for 3. It's Janke. It's off the back iron. Rebounded once again by Hawkins. And Gus Hawkins is exploding here in the fourth. I would not want that chest bump. I'm 6'5", 185. I don't want any of that chest bump. My goodness. It's a little tired to, I think, to call every big man a big fella, but Gus Hawkins is a big fella. Here's Lacey going right at the big fella. He puts it up and in. Nice move there by the junior guard. Fisher coming the other way, gets Mill Valley into their set. And that's a nice denial there by D'Albini. Especially when Hawkins has been pretty brutally effective here in the second half. Anytime he's caught it down there, that simple move and finish. Kaiser into the game now. As Fisher tried to get it down low, turnover. Metcalf sprinting up ahead the other way. Metcalf nearly lost it. Bond has a Dialbini in the post. Instead, starts the dribble drive. And something that, one way that getting Dialbini in there actually kind of maybe hurts the Broncos a little bit is when Dialbini is on the bench. That was forcing Hawkins to actually guard Bond with the ball. But now with Hawkins in there underneath, he's able to be more of a help side defender. Around the back move is going to result in a missed layup for the Jags, as Bond was block hunting on that defensive play. Bond all the way in. Off-handed layup gets it to go. First points of the fourth for Bond, who has now scored in every quarter. Even effort for, I want to say the Spring Hill forward, the Spring Hill guard, what would you call him, Curtis? He's doing a little of everything at this point.
I think he's played every position on the floor so far.
And that's just today, let alone this season, has been asked to occupy several roles.
I think the term might be Swiss Army knife.
There we go. Fisher, baseline drive. Fisher, maybe not a Swiss Army knife, but has done one thing really well, and that is drive to the basket and convert. And Mill Valley had a lot of trouble kind of with field goal efficiency in the first half. Were able to open up a lead despite that, but here in the second half, they have converted, rain or shine, foul or no foul. And that has now led to a 15-point lead. Could sense that there was ability with this Jaguar team there in the first half. I will say I did not see this becoming the scoreline that it currently is after the first half at least. Dialbini posting up down low on Hawkins, does get the entry, and Hawkins is whistled for the foul. Kaiser on the inbound. Nice one. Gets it to Metcalf, who doesn't convert the lay-in opportunity. The other way goes Drummond. Drummond to Janke, back to Drummond. Swung around now for Riedel. Drummond pulls the three ball off the back iron, and that went over the shot clock. You don't see enough refs actually whistle that one dead. It's supposed to be a dead ball every time, but I actually get surprised anytime they call it. Metcalf gets a handoff here for Baker. Now Metcalf fading in the corner, keeps his dribble alive. Nice move, but misses the shot. Good hustle board by Dialbini. Post in for Bond. Up and under move, got hit on the layup attempt. Chase Bond has quite a repertoire in the post. Up and unders, pivots, reverses. He's got a counter for your counter. That's for sure. And I like those drives where he starts at the three-point line and then eventually does get his back into the defender when it turns kind of from a drive into a post-up. That's really advanced offense. Might not have the quickness to beat your man every time. You can still get inside and score. Dialbini gets the steal on the play. Bond looking up ahead is going to go all the way in himself. Chase Bond to the cup. Get used to hearing it. Jank puts it on the floor and gets it to go with the right hand. Quick offensive possession, quick score for the Jags, who are certainly, they'll feel recovered. I mentioned near the open, they lost their most recent contest to Lawrence High School as Metcalf puts in his second bucket of the fourth quarter. Mill Valley scored just 39 points in their last game against Lawrence, so almost doubling that total here. Nice reverse pass inside, and Marcos Scavo gets it to go. Man, you got 6'5 plus all up and down this roster. Scavo, haven't seen him until now, as that's an and one for Metcalf. But Marco Scavo is a senior listed at 6'6", and we barely saw him today. Can't teach height, and the Jaguars have an abundance of it. Metcalf now a chance for the three-point play. I've got him down as a perfect from the free throw line, and of course I jinxed that. Easy, blame me for that one, I'll take it. Another easy pass inside, a second chance opportunity converted by Riedel. At that time it looked like Bond was the only Spring Hill player getting back on defense. Kaiser, guarded closely up top, gets it into the corner. Now Metcalf gets to the elbow, but lost his dribble. Dodson looking for Kaiser, flipped up the shot, no, but kept possession. Here comes Baker. Baseline drive, off the window, puts it in. Ezra Baker, nice moment there, as a couple Bronco players converting old school three-pointers. First field goal of the contest for Baker. And I really like both Baker and Kirchner's mindset when they come in off the bench. A lot of bench players tend to be more deferential. I mean, and that just makes sense in terms of the way the game works. But Kirchner and Baker, they will come in looking for their offense, looking for their own shot, and that has tremendous value off the bench. Here's Baker, back for Lacey. Now down inside for Dodson. Baker, triple. Ezra Baker, quick 5-point sequence. Back to a 20-point game here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Have a brief post-game show for you, and I do mean brief. They tend to try to move us out of here quickly, and combine that with the very late start time of this one. We'll get you folks off to bed with your sleepy time tea. That's what I use. That's what I recommend. And that is not an official Spring Hill Live sponsorship, but maybe I should take matters into my own hands. Appears that your Broncos will be playing on Thursday. On Thursday, that game will take place at 4:45 against J.C. Harmon. And that's going to be an offensive foul as it's drawn there by Kaiser. Nice play. So J.C. Harmon and your Spring Hill Broncos, 4:45, mentioned J.C. Harmon lost by almost 50 points to Eisenhower. So that's a really good chance for the Broncos to pick up a win and kind of head to that consolation champion match. Dodson's three is off the back iron, under a minute to go. And Wichita is currently the other team that's there. A three-pointer scored by Mill Valley here in the closing moments. Spring Hill, they will drop to 4-7, their second loss of this calendar year. Still over 500 in 2023. Kirchner tries a deep triple. It's off the front iron. And Mill Valley, if they choose to, a foul actually going to come in. This will be, unfortunately, some 1-and-1 free throws. Gives me a chance to total up some points. Your score by quarter. It really was that third quarter where the Jaguars, they scored 21 points to the Broncos 13. Went from 33-21 at half to 54-34 at the end of the third quarter. And ended up with a 76-point total that nearly doubled up their output last time out against Lawrence. Baker's corner three is too strong. Rebounded inside Dodson, but the putback won't count. Your final is 76-51 as the Broncos fall here on Spring Hill Sports Live in the first round of the Spring Hill Boys Invitational Basketball Tournament. 50th anniversary here on Spring Hill Sports Live, and it's not done yet. Your Broncos will be back in action here on Thursday, January the 19th at 4:45. Another odd tip-off for you. We'll be carrying the action right here on Spring Hill Sports Live. Don't go anywhere. Post-game to come.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center. As Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center, they work on all makes and models, even RV, marine, aviation, motorcycles, and more. Shoemaker Collision offers free estimates and loaners, plus they will work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095.
Strode Orthodontics is creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Dr. Claire Strode and her staff have decades of combined experience, offering clear and metal Damon smile braces and Invisalign clear aligners for teens and adults. Dr. Strode tailors your treatment to meet your specific needs with 3 convenient locations in Olathe, Overland Park, and Spring Hill. Strode Orthodontics is ready to give you the beautiful smile you've always wanted. Call for your free no-obligation consultation, 913-491-3400, or visit StrodeOrtho.com. Rain Dance Studios is the area's newest dance studio with professionally trained staff, a brand new facility, and classes for every dance and tumbling level. Rain Dance Studios is everything you never knew you needed in a dance family. With an emphasis on customer experience, exquisite dance technique, and dancer confidence, Rain is the dance studio for every aspiring dancer. Come join Spring Hill's premier dance experience and get the royal treatment. Schedule a free 2-week trial by visiting raindancestudios.com.
First Option Bank Community Banking at its best. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Elliott Group is a proud supporter of Spring Hill and USD 230. At Elliott Group, we work, live, and shop in your local communities. Serving Miami and Johnson counties for more than 45 years, Elliott Group understands your needs. As an independent insurance agency, Elliott Group works with numerous carriers to find the coverage that best fits your needs. In Spring Hill, call 913-592-5552 or visit ElliottInsuranceGroup.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Stoes with Paola Veterinary Clinic. We'd like to thank you for trusting us with the care of your pets and large animals. At Paola Vet Clinic, we're proud to be your hometown vets who know and care about your family. Coming soon, a new location here in Paola in the industrial park with cattle haul-in and boarding and grooming. With 24-hour emergency services and 3 other locations in Lewisburg, Drexel, and Martin City, and a team of 11 veterinarians, our commitment to this community makes Paola Vet Clinic the vets you can trust.
The post-game show is brought to you by Shoemaker Collision and Paint Center, Kansas City's premier auto collision repair center. They work with all insurance companies and can get you back on the road in no time. To learn more, visit them online at shoemakercollision.com or call 913-592-0095. Your final score this evening, a Spring Hill fall, 76-51 to your Mill Valley Jaguars. And right after I say that, we lose the camera. We will be packing up here soon. I'm here, Alex Smith, with Curtis Kaiser. Now, Curtis, you'll be here on a Thursday. Want to reiterate for folks, that is a 4:45 scheduled tip-off. Now, that could be affected because that is the second game of the day. There's a game that starts at 3 p.m., that will be between Sumner and Wichita North. And so that could be subject to change, but if you open up YouTube, you open up your link at maybe even 4:30, BJ Harris will be with you. He's a consummate professional. He runs all our family of networks, so he will likely have that stream up nice and early for you, all ready to go. Your point scorers, Chase Bond ends with 14. Luke Metcalf, game high 18 points for the Broncos. D'Albini with 2, Brown with 3, Ryan Jackson 2 points, Kirchner with 3, and Elijah Lacey with a field goal and 2 free throws, 4 points for him. Baker kind of goes off there a little moment in the fourth quarter, right at the tail end of the game, ends with 5 points. Gives the Spring Hill Bronco total of 51. For me, what went wrong in this one? Just all of the scoring load was just shouldered by Bond and Metcalf. It's great. It's great to have Bond kind of up there, and I don't want to say peaking because I still think he has more that he can do as a part of his game as well, but he's just doing so much offensively, defensively, on the ball, off the ball, and then, of course, with what Metcalf can do offensively as well. I just need someone else to step up, or, possibly multiple people. You don't need to make 4 baskets every night. You just need 2. And if everyone who got 1 basket got 2 baskets, that's 10, 12 more points. That is what I would love to see, Curtis, from the Spring Hill Broncos here in that next contest against Harmon.
Yeah, and I think Coach Bouchard's trying to find we've got a two-headed monster per se with Chase and Luke, and tonight I think Coach Bouchard was playing with his lineup a little more than he has in the past few weeks there with substituting at different times and playing some different players for longer stretches. So I think he's trying to find who could be that third consistent scorer for us, because if you look up and down Mill Valley's roster, they had a lot more balanced scoring than we had. So
right.
We're looking to find who could be our third, fourth, fifth scorers on a consistent basis, and I think Coach is trying to figure that out.
Right. Not only did they have that kind of spread out offensive attack, they also just had so much size and length, and that, of course, that makes it harder when you're dealing with those longer, tougher, I don't want to say more athletic because I don't think Mill Valley's that much more athletic per se, but just dealing with that tremendous size, especially at the center position for the Broncos, was such a struggle in today's game. You saw that offensively. You also saw that defensively. Again, your final score, 76-51. The Broncos dropping to 4-7. Back on Thursday. We'll catch you right here on Spring Hill Sports Live.
You've been watching Spring Hill High School Sports on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live. Spring Hill Sports Live is presented by Strode Orthodontics, creating beautiful, healthy smiles. Learn more at StrodeOrtho.com. Also by and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your home for the Broncos, Spring Hill Sports Live.